Are you ready for probably the fastest and most brutal VR retro shooter in a long time? Wrath Aeon of Ruin VR Brutal Edition is finally here, and it's a total blast for everyone who grew up with Quake and Doom. But be warned, the game has some graphical quirks and the speed will definitely test your VR legs. We are going to take a look at the game today. It's available for Meta Quest, Steam VR and PlayStation VR 2. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Alright guys, let's go inside the game. So let's check out the options first. Very important, you can change the language here, which is of course really great. But let's look at the most critical part, the graphics settings. When you start the game, at least in my case, that the resolution was set to 100 and that looked pretty poor, like a lot of aliasing effects and so on. I don't understand why that happened, but I turned that to 200 and then everything looks great. So make sure to check that out first. For the VR options, you've got smooth and snap turn, but no teleport. So if you're sensitive to artificial movement, you should be careful here. There's also a vignette option, but let's just dive in. We start on a Viking ship and the vibe is spot on, right? I personally love this pixel art style. It works so well in VR and has that great retro charm, right? As soon as you step off the boat, you'll notice, man, this is fast. You are sliding and running around at a blistering speed. So for beginners, this is definitely the final boss of motion sickness, so make sure to reduce the running speed. But hey, we are pros, right? So let's go. So one cool feature, if you run and click the right stick up, you can slide across the floor. There's also shrines in the levels. So these things are your best friend because they heal you completely and let you save. And trust me, you want to save. Later on, we finally find a sword, for example, the first weapon. It's not just for hacking and slashing. You can actually charge it up to perform these massive jumps. You'll definitely need that because the level design is quite vertical and convoluted. So speaking of slashing, it's not called the Brutal Edition for nothing. You can chop off zombies' arms or blast their heads off. The hit feedback is actually quite decent for a pixel game. Later on, you'll get other firearms like pistols, like nail guns or shotguns and things. And the reloading is cleverly done. You just flick the weapon in to the side or downwards, depending on your weapon. Look over your left shoulder. There's where your journal is. You can see your kills, the secrets in the levels, and your arsenal. And there are tons of secrets. Sometimes you'll face locked doors needing a red key. Classic old school stuff, right? One thing I noticed though, the AI is sometimes dumb as a brick. They get stuck on small ledges or don't even realize where I am. Honestly, I expected a bit more in the year 2026, but okay, it wants to be a retro shooter after all. Crucial point, the artifacts. If you hold the Y button on the left controller, the artifact menu pops up. You can drink a damage multiplier, for example, and enemies just explode instantly. Or, very important, the Pathfinder. If you get lost in the massive levels, and I got lost a lot of times, it shows a yellow beam leading to your goal. Without the Pathfinder, I think I wouldn't even play the game. I would be completely lost because many levels are absolute mazes. Now for the frustration factor, the saving system. If you die and forgot to set a save point with your Soul Teether artifact, you might have to replay huge sections. I'm quite impatient and it happened to me way too often. It's tough and can be really annoying. Plus, you don't have an infinite supply of those safe artifacts, so use them wisely. And definitely most important, you must keep moving. The moment you stand still, you're basically dead because almost all enemies use both ranged and melee attacks. And the ranged attacks are so fast, when you start moving, when they start shooting, it's too late. So just keep on moving. Or use the slow motion ability on the B button on the right controller. It'll often save your skin. By the way, your ammo and health are displayed as numbers directly on your hand. Pretty immersive, right? So guys, my verdict, a solid retro shooter for old school fans. If you love Quake and Doom, you'll be happy here. The controls and weapons tracking, they are excellent implemented and the levels are varied. We had like ice and lava and even some forest scenes. But it's a game for enthusiasts. Beginners should be very careful and reduce the movement speed all the way down. Otherwise, you could suffer motion sickness. So as I said, the game is available for Quest, PlayStation VR 2 and Steam VR. And for the Quest version, you get a 10% discount with my coupon code VoodooDE. And you can find all the links on my homepage, VoodooDE-VR.com. Let me know what you think of the game in the comments. Thank you for watching, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE